Okay, hi. Let's do some configuration now. This is the second video. So what we have done now, Ethernet 0. This is has a default IP address from the Barracuda, that's 192.168.200.200/24, and we are using this Windows Server machine where we have installed our firewall admin console. From this console we will access this Barracuda firewall, and this Ethernet port we have provided the same network range 200.100 so that we can access this firewall. So what we're going to do here now, on the Ethernet one we will configure a IP address 192.168.1.100. These I want these computers should connect to the internet, like, and they can access the internet. That's the basic configuration we have to do. So I'm gonna add one more Docker image for Chrome. Okay, it's good. I'm gonna access it via, okay, we will do it later. So this computer should have IP address 1, this is the same range. This is the default gateway 1.100, 1.1, and this one is 1.2. Let's jump onto the firewall, open the admin console. So all the 100% configuration will be done through this configuration tab only. Network. So on Ethernet 1 we have to configure 1.100 IP address. So lock the screen. So if when we create on the log icon, it means like this Barracuda port has been logged for me only. Nobody can access uh, this Barracuda. So we have to define the network, or like all the network we have to define via shared network IP. So click over here on the plus icon, or we can do like right click or add, or we can do it click on this plus icon. Here we can type any name. So this is our LAN network. Type the network name LAN. Once we type LAN and press OK, this second page will come up. So here we can select the interface. So it is our Ethernet 1. So on Ethernet 1 we have to provide a IP address 192.168.1.100. So we cannot provide directly 1.100. First we have to provide a network. So 192.168.1.0/24, that's our network. So from this network we will take one IP address and we will add it here, 192.168.1.100. And I want like anybody can ping this interface. Yes. Okay. So this one has been added here, and trust level we can define here, like, yeah, this is trusted level or LAN firewall. That's it. Okay. Send changes, and we have to activate it then. But we have to do one more thing before we activate anything. I want, like, I need to connect this firewall to the internet. So I'm taking one network, internet management, save it, and I'm gonna use it over, I'm gonna connect it to the Ethernet 2. So Ethernet 2 is our ISP. We can rename it. So this is my virtual machine, and I know about my default IP address for a virtual machine is 192.168.86.2. That's the default gateway for my this PNet lab. Okay. So what I want Ethernet to should receive a IP address via DHCP from this one. So what we have to do here, same thing. So when we come over here, So what I want Ethernet 2 should be connected to the DHCP. So click over here, DHCP, and this is the DHCP client. Click over here. Okay, it's not gonna let me make any changes. Okay, let's activate this one first. Whatever changes we have made now. So it will take like 10-20 seconds. Okay, changes has been done now. So now go to DHCP. So same we have to do here. Lock the screen. Okay, now screen has been locked and only I can make the changes. Hmm, we have to enable DHCP from here. Yes. Okay, the last time we were supposed to click here on the yes. Then plus sign. Well, what I want. This is the Ethernet to ISP port. ISP. Okay, so this link is active now. DHCP timeout direct internet access. And which interface I want? I want Ethernet 2. Click on the Ethernet 2. DNS, I don't want anything. So it will take everything from my virtual machine. Click on OK. So now Ethernet 2 is connected to the ISP. Let me double check. Standby mode, no. DHCP timeout, 10 seconds is good. DHCP interface, Ethernet 2. DNS, good. Routing, clear default routing, yes, okay. Okay, yeah, trust level, yeah, this is the one we have to select. Trust level, we have to click here on the internet, like internet 01. So this is my first ISP, or maybe for redundancy, we have the like two ISP, internet 1. So if we click here on the internet 1, so it will automatically create one default route, like whatever route it don't Barracuda don't find, it will put it on the on this interface. Okay, send changes, because we haven't done any routing yet, but like when we click on the trust this one link level internet, so it will automatically create one default route. Activate, and if I will click on this one, activate keep log, so it will continue keep my this page log. If I will click on activate, it will unlock the screen automatically. Okay, it has been done. If you go over here, IP configuration. Okay, let's see on control. We see like same this. What color is it? It's yellow. Okay, orange color, I believe. No, not orange. Okay, click on this box. We have to activate this new network configuration. Active. We have to like if we will not click on this one, those like whatever changes we have done, it will not implemented. It has been implemented in this and the temporary cache, but it hasn't been make it the permanently change. So we have to click here, activate new network configuration, or these are like different options. So if you click on the fail shape, it means like we can go back to our last configure Barracuda firewall. If you click on the force, we cannot make any changes. So let's go on the fail safe. We cannot make any changes mean like we cannot go back to the old configured firewall, like whatever the it was before. We cannot go back. So all the network configuration has been configured. Like once we activate all these things, like these options appear here. This is the notification on the network. When we click over here, we can see like DHCP, like one, like before there was no DHCP here. So this is Ethernet 2, which is connected to the ISP, and it automatically received one IP address 192.168.86.189. So Ethernet 2 has the IP address now 86.89. Oh shit, 189. My bad. Okay. And if you come here, we can see like some more changes. The default IP, like I said, like we did not make any default route, but if you click over here, it automatically create one default route. So any network, any subnet, if you don't find any route, the gateway is the DHCP, put it on this Ethernet 2, and the default gateway is 86.2, like I already told you. And these are like all the networks it will show. So by default, like this is the loopback, it was configured by default from the Barracuda. So 200.0, this is the management IP address, it's within the box network. So we have added 1.0, like this network we added here. So it is showing over here. And then the another one we received from the DHCP 86.0. It came via DHCP. So it will show all whatever the network is on this uh, firewall, it will show all the network here. So anything left? Okay, now this is connected to the internet. Yeah, one more thing, let me configure this one. We haven't created any policy yet, but we have to create. So let's see, like, are we able to connect to the internet or not? So for this PC, I'm gonna configure a IP address 192.168.1.1. 1.100, that's a default, and that's the gateway. Same with the virtual PC 6. Open this one. Okay, PC 4 has received a virtual PC 6. That's the default gateway. It is checking like someone else has taken this IP address or not. Okay, so let's first ping our this interface, like Ethernet 1. Am I able to ping this one or not? Ping 192.168.1.100. Voila. So it's working now. So I'm able to reach out to this port. But if okay, let's see now. So are we able to ping from this 1.100? Am I able to ping 1.100? Yes, I'm able to ping. Let's see, am I able to reach to the internet? So I'm gonna ping the Google. Yes, I'm able to ping. The reason why it is working, because we haven't make any policy. So within, if you go in the Barracuda, okay, it's on the server machine configuration. Okay, let's go monitor it from here. So these are like host firewall rules. So this is like the rules the Barracuda have already created. We cannot don't have to make any changes in the host rule, but we can make changes in the forwarding rules. So this is saying like by default anyone, like this is a box Barracuda firewall. Okay, let's double click on this one. It will say like anyone from the trusted LAN, like the LAN we already configured from Ethernet 1, any port it can reach out to the Barracuda, it's allowed. So pass, this is LAN to internet. So why we are able to ping to the Google? Due to this rule. So trusted LAN can reach out to internet, no issue. So like we haven't changed make any these rules. So what I want to delete all these rules, and I will configure everything, all the rules from like whatever the requirement I have. So select all these rules and click on this X button. So this is the delete one. We cannot make the changes. The reason, all the changes will go through this configuration tab only. These tabs are only for the monitor purpose only. So click on this configuration tree, and here NGFW forwarding rules, double click on this one, it will open a new tab. Yeah, it's the same tab like what we saw from here, but from here we can make the changes. So we can lock the screen, Control 0 1. I'm gonna select all these rules in one time so I can delete, or we can delete it one by one also. Now click on this X. So it deleted all the rules. Send changes and activate. I want to activate and keep lock because I have to make some changes now. So it has been activated now. So there's only one rule here. What this rule is saying, block all. Any traffic, any source, any services, any destination, block it. So let's go back to virtual PC again. Like last time we were able to ping 8.8.8 Google. Let's ping it now. No, we cannot ping. The reason, because there is not even a single policy which allows this computer to go and reach out to the internet. If you will check our Barracuda live logs, firewall live, here we can see 192 because 192 168 1.1 it was trying to reach to internet. That's, and it is showing like source address 1.1 is going to destination 8.8.8, but it get blocked. The reason, select this one, which rule is blocking, block all rule. So let's configure one policy here. Click on the plus sign, pass destination net, or we, so any source, any services reach out, wanna go to internet. Okay, at the place of any, okay, this is just a test purpose, any connection method, dynamic net. Okay, pass dynamic net. Okay, so move, drag it on the top, send changes, activate. Okay, before I activate I just want to see like ping 8.8. I'm making it, okay, it's not pinging. Let's go to here, activate and lock the screen. I don't need the screen anymore. Let's go back to this computer and see. Okay, once I activated, it is able to reach out to the internet. So this is like a basic configuration of Barracuda. In the next video we will see how to create a VLAN and DHCP and all those things.